Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope the grade 10s are settling well into school, and I just want to say thank you for I reached a mini milestone, and that is of 100 subscribers on YouTube. With that being said, we're going to continue with the topic of trigonometry, and today we are going to find the angles within a right angled triangle. By now you should have known what does SOHCAHTOA mean. What does the O stand for? Opposite. What does the H stand for? Hypotenuse. And what does the A stand for? And that is adjacent. So over here I have a right angle triangle. I have a hypotenuse which is 2.1, and let's just say it's in meters, and I have 1.5, and let's say that's as also in meters. Okay, this is my angle over here. I need to calculate what is the size or the magnitude of that angle. Basically, how much degrees is it? Okay, so the first thing I do, and I do this for every single triangle, I write down what I know, and then I choose a specific trigonometric ratio. So over here, this is my angle. Opposite my angle is this line over here, and the distance of that line is 1.5, and opposite my angle would be 1.5. Now opposite the 90 degrees will always be my hypotenuse, and that will be an H, right? So the longest side will always be my hypotenuse side, and the process of elimination, the last and final side will obviously be your adjacent. Now look at what do I have, and I choose a trigonometric ratio. I have opposite, I have a hypotenuse. Which trig ratio has an opposite and a hypotenuse? That will be sine over there. So immediately that becomes sine of theta, and it's equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Let's just skip that step and we continue to what is the dimensions of it. So opposite is 1.5. What is the hypotenuse? 2.1. And if I go to last week's lesson, I can immediately say if a coefficient of my trig ratio is 1, immediately I can find the inverse operation of my dimensions. So therefore, theta is equal to second function of sine of 1.5 over 2 comma 1. So I type it straight into my calculator. I press shift sine. What happens? The bracket pops up. I type in 1.5, which is my opposite, over my hypotenuse, which is 2.1, and I get the answer of 45.6 degrees, meaning that this angle over here has a value of 45.6 degrees. Okay, in this example, again, I look at what I have and I choose a trigonometric ratio. So if this is the angle that I need to find, I look at firstly what is opposite. I have no dimension, right? Again, look at what is opposite my 90 degrees, and that is known as my hypotenuse. And the last dimension would be your adjacent angle. Which trigonometric ratio has adjacent and a hypotenuse in it? And that one will obviously be cos, adjacent over hypotenuse. And that is how I basically choose which trigonometric ratio I use. So cos of a theta, which is my angle, is equal to adjacent, which is 12.8 over my hypotenuse, which is 15. And remember, what do I do from here? This coefficient is 1 over there. Therefore, I can use theta is equal to the second function or the shift of cos. And what's that dimensions over there? It's 12.8 divided by 15. And immediately, if I type the second function of cos into my calculator, the bracket pops up. Then I write in my dimensions, close my bracket, is equal to, and the answer would be 31.4 degrees. In example number 3, again, theta is at the top over here. Again, the first thing I do is look at what is opposite my given angle, or the angle I'm looking for. And that would be your opposite. The longer side will always be your hypotenuse, and the final side is your adjacent. you look at what do you have. You have opposite, you have an adjacent. Which trigonometric ratio has an opposite and adjacent? And that will be your tan function. So therefore, tan of the angle that I'm looking for, which is theta, is equal to, what comes first? Opposite, which is 36.5 over your adjacent, which is 11.9. From there, I get rid of this tan over here by using the second function or the inverse operation of it. So therefore, theta is equal to the shift or second function of tan. The bracket pops up. What do you type in? Your dimensions. 36.5 over 11.9. I type it straight into my calculator and I get an answer of 18,1 degrees. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Today we are going to find the different sides of it and a given angle. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone. Please make sure to share this video with grade 10 and grade 11 learners. It will definitely help and assist them. Thank you so much. Until next time.